What did Alt J say while playing Riichi Mahjong? I call upon, I'm dreaming of a run, cause I have little triplets and 3 Dora. Waiting on 9 or 2 of bamboo's fine, and my winning hand is coming for ya. Left foot calls Riichi with tile flow. Fear has gripped me, but here I go. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. It's hard to sing an Alt J song without wanting to do an impersonation of the singer, but it's also, I tried doing that because I thought it would be funny. It's very hard to be like, welcome back to Mahjong Soul. Folks, I mean, we're 3rd place Thespian right now. We're 3rd place Theodore. I'm not complaining though, because I know the second I open my mouth to complain about the fact that we've been getting 3rd place a lot, the Riichi Mahjong gods are gonna be like, oh, you wanna go? You're not grateful for getting a lot of 3rd places? Here's a 4th place. So we're gonna go into the gold room today, or as I like to call it, the fold room, and we count our blessings. We're grateful for the position that we're in, and I'm also just gonna say this: hey, if you like the song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every day. Of course, leave a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous today. And we're going in on it, okay? We're going in on it. One master ranked player sitting to our right. Why don't you go pick on someone your own size? Why don't you go pick on someone who isn't suffering the psychological devastation of occasionally clicking into the Jade Room and not being able to play there? How am I doing? Oh, is this gonna be a 4 Northwind mulligan? I'm okay with that. My hand is just very okay. We barely have 2 shapes, or we barely have 3 shapes. All right, unfortunately, a crossword's gonna make us play this one out. That's fine. It gives us some more time to draw into some good tiles. I'm not necessarily mad at that. 3 of circles and 7 of circles, both the kind of nut draws right now. Outside of that, nothing. You know, another door is fine. I had to be confrontational last night. I got to tell you this. I had to be confrontational last night. My significant other and I, we went to pick up some food. Because we got food, and then we drove to the restaurant, and we picked it up, and then we got like 1 entree to share, but we got an extra side of potatoes, okay? And I'm not saying the name of the establishment, but let me just say this. It rhymes with Bender beans. It's okay. We went to Tender Greens, and we got 1 entree to share, and then we got an extra side of potatoes. But we also got mashed potatoes in the meal. My significant other, one of her favorite foods is mashed potatoes. Now, I'm not as nuts on, like, if I was doing a food ranking tier list, right? Mashed potatoes would probably be like A tier, or honestly, and let me say this a little bit quietly, B tier. I think they're just okay. I think they're absolutely just okay. You throw a little gravy into the mix, now we're cooking with gas, baby. But she's just happy to eat mashed potatoes like mashed potatoes. Anyway, I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it. So we just, even as we were picking up the order, we were like, hey, we know we're pretty potato pilled. Just wanted to make sure that both of them's in there. And then the guy looks at us and he's like, everything's in the bag. And I was like, great. Thank you so much. And we went home. We opened the bag, and then, spoiler alert, mashed potatoes were not there. I was like, I was genuinely very angry, okay? I was genuinely very angry as we fold here, because our hand is not very close to Tenpai. Even though it's a pretty high scoring hand, we cannot guarantee a good wait. Just imagine us waiting single tile on the 8 of characters, and we are very, very far away from Tenpai right now. Now, we're gonna have to make some difficult discards, which is some nice alliteration, but it doesn't assuage the fact that that's our reality right now. Just kidding. Okay, so many tiles have been thrown lately that I am okay, like hashtag A-okay with what's going on here. 9 of characters should be safe. They threw a 6. They could have a double pair of the 9s. That's the only way I lose here. Am I close to Tenpai? I am like a few tiles away from Tenpai. We still need a pair somewhere in this hand, right? If we wanted to go back into it. But we have pure double sequence here with 2 Dora. Yikes. Okay. I have to maybe actually think a little bit. I actually have to think a little bit here, because getting into Tenpai and chasing isn't the worst thing in the world. But I'm now looking at the shot clock, right? Oh, and this is an interesting chi. Oh, this is such an interesting chi, because it makes me go, wee! This is such an interesting chi, because we're 1 tile away from Tenpai. Could even do a little bit of Tanya magic. Now, the unfortunate news about all of this is Oh my god, I can pawn here. I can she here. I can pawn here. I can she here. I can she here, and I can cut the 7. And I'm not in tenpai, but I'm so close to tenpai. And I could even discard a Dora tile if I so needed to. I'm just scared of the 6s and the 9s. This is not a lot of safety has been thrown. Okay, so it wasn't the 6 and the 9, but not a lot of tiles have been thrown around the circle suit to give me some safety. The 3-6-9 axis is very spicy at a time like this. And Left Lord is going to stay in the dealer seat here in East 1. Mashed potatoes weren't there. I call the restaurant back. I'm feeling angry because we literally got robbed. Because I mean, I'm not really that angry. I'm like, of course it happens. You know what I mean? I've worked as a barista who's also had to serve food. Like, S happens just all the time. Not all the time, but a decent amount of the time, right? So S happens, call back. They're like, can we put you on hold? And I'm like, sure. 10 minutes go by. And I'm not talking figuratively 10 minutes. I'm talking literally 10 minutes. And I was like, okay, maybe I just have to take the L on this. Maybe I just have to take the L on this. And just accept the fact that we were, robbed of a part of the meal that we paid for. So we're eating. And then I was like, you know what? We got free time right now. I'm just gonna leave a review with receipts and proof and all this photos. And I was kind of I went a little sicko mode. And not saying like everyone who works here should be ashamed of them. No, of course not. I was very civil, but I did, as a very snarky act, right? Took a screenshot of the fact that I was on hold for 10 minutes. And I'm not saying that like I deserve to be treated like the frickin' Prince of Persia, which is a video game. But anyway, I'm not saying that I deserve to be treated like a freaking Prince of Bel Air. I'm just thinking of princes and media properties. I have no idea where princes actually exist. England is where they actually exist. Jeez Louise, Yusong. Read a book for once. Okay. Went a little too hard on myself right there. Okay, I'm 1 tile away from tenpai. Got to get rid of a 4 of circles. It's a nice little Tanya banger. Not gonna lie to you. We're probably chi a 4 of characters or a 7 to get into tenpai. Am I scared of anything? I mean, I could have had a 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's unfortunate, but it's no harm, no foul. I think our 1-2 discard there was absolutely correct. In terms of tile efficiency. At least I think so. I could very well be wrong here. Please let me know in the comments if I'm talking out the wazoo right now. I cut the door because I don't even think twice about the door. You gonna pawn me? You gonna ron me? I'm not really scared of anyone going for a flush in the circle suit, right? So many honor tiles have been discarded early that I'm like, yeah, no one's going for a flush. If you have a flush, you've stumbled into one incidentally. So I'm not really scared at that. I can't really pawn that to get into tenpai, right? Yeah, even if I pawn there, I'm still 1 tile away from tenpai. It does not feel great, folks. I'm not gonna lie to you there. It doesn't feel great. Clicking the pawn button. So I write some bad reviews, screenshot at 10 minutes, and I'm not like, oh, I need to be treated like the freaking royalty or whatever. But I'm like, this is kind of, I don't know how to tell you this. This is kind of bad. Like, this is very, very bad. Oh, complicated shape alert. Hang on. How do I want to think about this? 3, 4, 5, and a 4, 5, 6, and a woof woof here and a woof woof there. Here a woof, there a woof, anywhere a woof woof. I'm okay with this. I think I'm okay with this. One of the most complicated shapes I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is not a shape that you encounter that frequently. I can't chi that for tenpai, right? I cannot chi that for tenpai. Sam I am. I cannot chi that. Green eggs and ham. We also don't want to get too cute with it as we go into the late game, right? Getting too cute with it here would be a grave error, folks. Yeah, okay. A crossover with the Riichi. Unfortunately, this hand looks cool. It's Tanya red 5, pure double sequence, perhaps. I don't know if we can necessarily push for this. I'm gonna throw the 6 of circles. I think our hand is close. It was 1 away from tenpai, and now it's 2 away from tenpai. But there's 13 tiles left in the game. Okay, I don't want to risk the family farm for having a very, very small amount of time left in East 1 to make our dreams come true. You know what I mean? One of circles. God bless. Thank you so much for a safe tile. Right Lord looks to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A pure straight in the circle suit. And they're not playing much defense at all. I can throw 2 of characters. Now it seems relatively beef okay enough because there's Suji Gaming all over Crosslord. Anything else that's particularly safe? I don't think so. And all the ones are gone, so you can't have like a 1-3 or something, so that feels great. Wrote some snarky reviews, then called the restaurant back because I was like, I promise I didn't go like full sicko mode or anything like, oh my, a Crossword conned into sumo. Are you playing the special game mode right now? You literally got, oh, the 3 can see, oh, the humanity. At least we're not in the dealer's seat, but geez Louise, save some for the rest of us. Okay. That is disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting right there. But no one's really, I mean, a Crossroad has a pretty sizable lead, but they haven't run away with it. You know what? That's fair. That's absolutely fair. You can emote after a pretty rare hand. As the emo police, I don't know if that's necessarily how I want to align myself, but as the emo police, that's okay. You get a certified, okay with that one. Anyway, I call the restaurant back. I'm on hold for another 5 minutes, but then finally they put me through. And they were like, oh, I'm really sorry that happened. And the guy was really nice about it. And he was like, let me see what I can comp you. And they were like, okay, we paid you back for the mashed potatoes that you didn't receive, and we give you the extra side of potatoes that you wanted. Those are on the house. And I was like, thank you so much. That's great. And I think you could tell that I was genuinely just happy to, I don't even want the extra thing back. I just wanted the money for the mashed potatoes. I genuinely, because I was like, I think what the underlying emotionality of the whole situation is as follows. We're spending a lot of money buying like furniture and stuff right now. And it's like not great. You know what I mean? I don't feel like super like, you know, great about it. So obviously I'm going to be a little bit more anxious in my day-to-day flipping life, right? So I just want what's fair. I don't want to bankrupt your business, Tender Greens. I like your restaurant a lot, actually. Do I think it's overpriced? And is that ironic considering that I'm nervous about spending money? Yes, but we also really just wanted a healthy meal because we had been going like all day and our stomachs felt bad. That's true. It's, you know, that money felt like for whatever reason, like actually the right way to spend money, if that makes sense. Okay, pairs mode. Pairs mode. You're gonna give me pairs mode. You're gonna give me pair is fashion week. I'll absolutely take a little Tanya 7 pairs action. You think I won't? Huh? You think I won't? Can I smoke in here? So anyway, I think you could tell that I genuinely just wanted that back. And he was like, you know what? Your whole, like, we just gave you your whole meal for free. And I was like, hey, that means a lot, because I'm buying like tables and stuff. I mean, not really, but also kind of like really. Not a real like dining table, just a temporary table to put stuff on. Anyway, it's a complicated move right now, okay? So that, honestly, pretty nice from our tender green overlords. It was a very tender customer. So I did have to wait on hold for like 15 minutes, and I didn't even need to be treated like the Prince of England, but that was kind of poopy, not gonna lie, okay? But overall, very luckily, things went okay. Now, unfortunately, speaking of things going okay, things are not going okay. Yusong is not okay with this 7 pairs and wink, wink, nudge, nudge hand. Pawn for what? Pawn for what? I refuse. This hand, like, honestly, okay. I'm 1 tile away from, no, I'm not. Okay, now pawning kind of feels good, but I have to get rid of such dangerous tiles in order to do so. Holy smokes, folks. This is not where I want to be. A colony that runs independently. Meanwhile, Britain pooping on us endlessly. You know what I would do? I would chi into a 6 of characters and a single tile Tanya weight on the 6 of bamboo. I think that's a great position to be in. Oh! I can't Chaos Con right now. I just cannot do it. Call me Immanuel Kant. Call me philosopher Immanuel Kant. I can't do it, okay? And hopefully this does not trip any censors on YouTube. I'm not trying to say any words that are super no words, if you will. I'm just saying, like, I don't look. Imagine if I had pressed the con button there, and then Right Lord had called Riichi. How terrible of a position we would be in. Are they slow rolling me with the sumo? Oh my god! And we're paying the delay penalty. Shinji Evangelion scream be like, oh my god, and they hit Ippatsu. Should I have con to break Ippatsu? That's no way, because then we give him another chance at Orador, and now I'm sitting in the last. Clearly someone at Yostar is listening, and they work at Tender Greens on the side. This is fricked up, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 unique orphans. Unique New York orphans. Ghibli, Ripley, Olivia Munn. All right, don't get tilted. You're still in this. I know it looks bad because we're in last place, but in the gold room, maybe I shouldn't open my mouth to jinx it. Oh. We can't go for orphans now. It's over. It's ogre for us, okay? It's over for us. 3 of the Kiefer Sutherlands have already been thrown. If I continue drawing orphan tiles that I did not have moments before, this is the mind break episode. Okay, that is fine. That is fine. That is fine. Now we have White Dragon 3 Dora, but the rest of our hand is so doo-doo that we're gonna need Captain Underpants. Oh no. We have closed White Dragon 3 Dora. Red 5, by the way. Like and subscribe, by the way. I mean, I chi here, Avi, I chi here, but the rest of the hand does not make me go wee here. You know what I mean? Right, go ahead, pawn the red dragon. Like it's a lyric from my Riichi Mahjong song parody of Estelle's American Boy, which you can find on this channel. Shameless plug aside, you don't even know the danger that you're in right now. I am the danger, okay? They're minerals, White Dragon. Please let me just get into Tempa. I mean, this hand was truly a miraculous series of events. Now it's looking amazeballs right now. If we draw into like 5 of bamboo or 3 of bamboo, those are kind of the nut draws. Go ahead, be an iPad kid. You can't gloat while you've been winning lately, okay? This is how Yusungs get tilted. This is genuinely how Yusungs get tilted out of the freaking stratosphere right now. Yusung, just mute them before you devote the next 15 minutes of your short time on planet Earth being talking about, oh, well, you shouldn't, it's actually rude to call. It's not okay, Yusung. It's not okay. You're better than that. You're better than that. Would I call con here? Absolutely. Absolutely, I would call con here. So 5 of bamboo gets us there. 3 of bamboo gets us there. 4 of bamboo gets us there. 6 of bamboo gets us there. 8 of bamboo gets us there. 9 of bamboo even gets us there. Anything in the bamboo suit potentially gives us the big dub, if you will, okay? That's how we in the business like to say it. Okay, a lot of 4 of bamboos being thrown on the ground like a Lonely Island song right now. Did I just say a Lowland Island? Like it's a Pokemon variant? What's going on there? You know, a Lowland Lonely Island actually throws things in the air. That's a joke for all the Pokemon fans out there. You know, I'm glad. My you know, when I sought to call Tender Greens for the first time, I did not seek to extort them for all their money's worth. Is that what ended up happening? Yes. But was I happy? Oh my god, we would have had the sumo. Should I have kept the 4 and just thrown like this 4 because a lot of them had been thrown or whatever? Like, I don't. Oh, but a lot of 9s are thrown. Maybe I should have gotten rid of the 7. Like if we draw into an 8, the 9s are kind of gone. You know, call me a vote done in German. The way I'm going, like the 9s have it. I can't throw. I mean, it's safe for 2 players at least. This is the most painful situation I've been in so long. This is truly one of the most painful situations I've been in so long. And all my good bamboo tiles dripping down the drain. Like you can't tell me that I was just supposed to keep the 4, right? And throw the 7. I guess it's okay. I guess it's okay to do that. And then I would have drawn the 2 for Tenpai, and then I would have sumoed immediately after. And now I cannot draw a single bamboo tile to save my life. Just save my life, folks. Can I talk to your manager? What's going on here? This is my best chance, folks. This is my biggest and baddest and bougiest chance. Oh, to at least get into Tenpai so I don't have to pay out exhaustive draw penalty. Unthinkable. Honestly, unthinkable. Unthinkable. Oh! Riichi Mahjong's fun, actually. Riichi Mahjong's fun. And I love losing to someone with the word crypto in their name. Okay, now it's toxic. Now we're resorting to ad hominem attacks. You could not be referring to the currency. You could just be referring to another aspect of the crypto. It's fair. It's absolutely fair. Give me a second while I emotionally recover from that last round. That's giving candy, like not even stealing candy from a baby. It's like going up to a baby that's like, you want this candy? You want this candy? You want this candy? And doing that for 13 minutes only to eat it after. To eat it in front of them slowly and savoring it. And saying to the baby, I have disposable income. I can buy candy like this whenever I want. You can't buy candy unless you ask for your parents' permission. It's cruel and it's wrong, is what I'm trying to say, okay? It's cruel and it's wrong. Anyway, how did I feel after that whole exchange? I felt sick to my stomach. I genuinely, and I don't know if other people are going to be able to relate to this, I find it sickening to stick up for myself. Even when I've, obviously when things are wrong, like you pay for something and you don't get it, I find it sickening to stick up for myself, to have to get a little confrontational. I don't know necessarily where that comes from in my, life or probably childhood. Could get a pure straight here in the character suit, right? We're still 1 tile away from Tenpai right here, and if we draw into a 5 or a 6, we're still 1 tile away from Tenpai. Pure straight door, Riichi maybe, perhaps a chance to dream. By the way, if I get into Tenpai right now for anything, I'm pretty sure I slammed the like and subscribe button, right? I'm pretty sure I immediately slammed the Riichi button. Yeah. Okay, I mean this is not a time, like if we keep that, and we're on a similar situation to last round, we are not 1 tile away from Tenpai anymore, but we're 2 tiles away from Tenpai. It could be a better Tenpai when it's all said and done. I don't think I F with that. Oh my god, I don't think I can F with this. I can. Lord, tell me how to say no to this. By the way, keeping that 7, especially disastrous, because if we draw into a 6, a lot of the 8s are gone, and we could be stuck in Zuzzy Ferritin jail. And you have to there's an issue with over incarceration, and that applies also, and I say that seriously even though I'm saying it in a facetious tone, that applies also to the over incarceration of purely Yusong in Zuzzy Ferritin jail. Now, screw the pure straight. I'm sorry, I'm going on my bad boy era. 899 shape kind of good with it, right? Kind of decent mode with it. Can accept the 7, can accept the last copy of the 9. I mean, the last copy of the 9. How much do we even want that, you know? This is one of those games where we're going a little bit off course. But what separates a good Mahjong player from a great Mahjong player, and you're going to laugh once I say this, is mental fortitude, okay? It's mental fortitude. Sometimes you're going to have to stick up for yourself. Sometimes, even though you're getting absolutely shellacked, no one has anything around the door, and right Lords in Tenpai for the zuzziest stand of all time. You gotta stay the course, because a cross lord could always lose harder than us, and left lord could always lose harder than us. But you have to keep in mind. Having White Dragon 3 door and not winning with it is truly pain, Pekka. Left lord has Seat Wind, half flush. I call one of the latest Riichis in the MFing game. Left lord can't play defense, and neither can I. If I draw into the Dora tile, I must scream. And if you give me Ipatsu, should have secured your wallet, because now all your apes are gone. Now, is it a huge hand? No, but a 5,200 point hand is nothing to sneeze at. Achoo, achoo! That's what you shouldn't be doing right now. We're in here, folks. Sometimes I get really intense while playing Riichi Mahjong. It's just, you know, I think it's why League of Legends players are quick to racism. I think, you know, it's a lot of kids, and I'm not excusing that behavior, obviously, but it's just kids that don't know better, you know? But I also think that it's like the time is a big factor in whether or not people get heated and toxic in any gaming community, right? You don't want to play a 40-minute game of League of Legends only to lose. That feels terrible. That feels terrible, right? Short time on this planet, playing League of Legends only to lose. Oh my god. You don't want to be a French painter in the fin du siècle period to lose Lautrec. I think it's a good joke. Okay, 6, 7, 8, kind of pog with it. Because if we get a 6, 7, 8, we can keep this 1, 3, 5 shape. What's our weakest shape right now? Probably this 1, 2, right? 1, 2 not bringing the heat. I mean, we could still accept 7 if we throw the 8. So probably throwing the 8 is our next best discard if we complete any of the shapes that we have in our hand. But it's the same thing with Riichi Mahjong. Like, you don't want to spend 40 minutes or an hour-long banger to only be stuck in not even with the game over, but in South 2 with 500 points. And you can't even call Riichi. Like, that's so painful, you know? That's so painful. And so 10 minutes in, when you feel like things are starting to go off the rails, your body is panicking. Because guess what? You've been traumatized before. So you're like, and I say traumatized like very, very hyperbolically and facetiously, where it's like, oh, I can sense this. You have so much anxiety, right? You're reminded of all the horrible experiences you've had before. So your body just goes into extreme fight or flight mode. It's not where you want to be. And then your decision making just gets worse. So we are in a pretty decent situation. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Not only as a crosser just called a Riichi, but our hand, kind of terrible. Oh, we just drew the Dora. It's kind of our safest tile. It's inside Tsuchi, but it is also the Dora tile. And for that, I must yeet out of here, okay? I'm just gonna try to fold with a terminal tile. You know, this probably doesn't come from a 2-2-3 that early into the game. Thank you. I could kiss you on the mouth right now at crossword. 8 of characters being safe. I'm going to try to fold my entire life savings right now. I'm going to try to fold. Why? Our hand is terrible. Look at all these awkward holes in the middle of our ship right now. 4 of characters being safe is very pog. Is very pog rich for us. Left Lord, don't call a Riichi right now. Thank you. I throw the 4. I also throw the 4. You pivoted your hand and now you can accept the 4 to win? Right Lord not gonna roll over and die. Okay, I can kind of respect that. Maybe they have nothing else that's particularly safe. I think that the 2 of characters was relatively beef safe enough, right? Wow. Okay, so 3 copies of the Dora are gone. No one has like a huge banger of a hand. I throw a 9 of bamboo. It's Suji Gaming. No one's waiting with a 7-8. You could be waiting. You can't even be waiting with a pair of the 9s. Let's go. We might be able to get into Tenpai if things go super swimmingly for us, right? We might be able to get into Tenpai. Clint Eastwood, safe tile. White Dragoon, aka the Crab Rangoon, also a very, very safe tile. Rightler has pawned up the remaining 3 of them. I go to Harvard. I'm 6'2", and there's 2 of me. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That's my day. That's my thesis on why League of Legends players are very #hateful. It's my psychological analysis of that. Y'all ever think about thesis as ship? I think about it all the time. I think about, when does this old ship become the new ship? You know what I mean? Hey, an old ship becoming a new ship. Talk about switching from Edward Bella to Jacob Bella. Am I right? Twilight? That scene where they're playing baseball where Supermassive Black Hole by Muse plays? I've watched it. I think, honestly, if we're getting into it, Team Jacob. Okay. It's dawning on me that it is the year, 2024. I'm talking about the movie Twilight, and I'm earnestly telling you, Jacob. Now, both of these gentlemen, teenagers, suitors, exhibit toxic traits. Like, Team Nobody, actually, you know, first and foremost. But if you're giving me the dichotomy, if it's a binary choice between Edward and Jacob, Edward he's too volatile. He's very dangerous in a way that does not make for a good relationship. Sure, it's, I guess, passionate, but it's the kind that ultimately burns. You know what I mean? Please let me know in the comment section down below what you think. I am serious, by the way. I am 100% serious. We are litigating Edward Jacob in the year 2024. You know, this is gonna be so funny because I'm going to log onto YouTube like 6 days from now. I'm trying to record a lot because we're in the process of moving, and I'm trying to get ahead in terms of the backlog because I have to. Some days are gonna be just quote unquote taken off, right? So this is gonna be really funny. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna log on to YouTube. I'm gonna check the comments, and then I'm going to 100%. I will have forgotten at this point that I have asked this question, and then I'm just gonna wake up to like a few comments and say like Team Edward or Team Jacob. If I'm lucky, people will explain why they feel that way. But oh man, that's gonna be a great day. That's gonna be an absolutely great day, folks. Thesis of ship though. Like if you take a ship and then you replace the planks one by one, when does it become the new ship? You know, some people could argue, oh, after 51% of the ship has been replaced, it is now Animal Crossing new ship. I think it points more to like if we give the ship a name, like oh this ship's name is Brangelina. That's funny. It's a double entendre about shipping and also sailing. If it's Brangelina, it's kind of always Brangelina. If it's the same name, you know what I mean? That's my very half-baked thinking about an age-old question. That's true. That's a genuine emotion of mine. That's a genuine thought of mine. Now, do I open myself up to like I'm glad I'm not posting this on Reddit, because could you imagine if I posted this on Reddit? The comments that would happen afterwards. You imbecile. Clearly you haven't thought about this at all. Like I'm not even joking. Like that would happen, you know? I can so easily visualize that. Now, this is our last chance at Richmond High. It's our last chance in the dealer's seat. How many Dora are gone? 3 Dora are gone. Is anyone going for a flush? I don't think anyone's going for a flush. However, at the same time, I'm like, yikes. I don't want to deal into anyone either. And I have a feeling that Right Lord is probably in Tenpai, right? Yeah, I feel like Right Lord is probably in Tenpai at this point. Otherwise, they're extremely, extremely unlucky with it, you know? Now, it would be good to get into Tenpai here. And we're so close, folks. We're gaming right now. Oh, this is such a tricky one. Oh man, oh man. I'm gonna throw the 2 of bamboo because it's a safe tile. It's not our best in terms of tile acceptancy, right? Or at least I don't know. Keeping the 2-2-4 shape is kind of litmus eve if there's any kids watching. Just trying to relate to a younger audience. This is terrifying. I'm throwing tiles and I don't really have any rhyme or reason right now. The Yusong Liu story, but also would really like to get into Tenpai before the end of the game. That is a hilarious tile to see, because unfortunately, while we can interact with it, like we're holding a counter spell in our hand, it's not something that we want to do. We want to save it for a Sholdred. That's right. He's still referencing standard meta in Magic the Gathering like it's nothing. Any other philosophical things? I'm gonna be real with you. I took 1 philosophy class in college. Hang on. I could pawn here and get into Tenpai. This is such a risky tile. Do we go for it? I'm not coming back for half of it. I'm coming back for all of it. Please pass. I mean, this is Tanya red 5 as the dealer. It's not even that bad, right? It's not even that bad. And if it makes you happy, then why the heck are you so sad? I mean, hopefully we draw into our winning tile. This is so risky. Hopefully we draw into our winning tile, or we don't draw into anything dangerous. 8 was recently discarded. I'm kind of okay with that. A lot of 6s and 7s are gone as well. Not enough, right? But a few of them are gone. Okay, we get to stay in the dealer's seat. Right Lord in Tenpai this whole entire time. We knew it too. We absolutely knew it. Very, very risky. Definitely a gamble. It could probably punish me in the Jade Room or something, but maybe like if someone else is just playing with more tile efficacy, then they would have called Riichi or something. So this is an interesting hand, because it is feeling like a 7 pairs hand, and as a result I might have endeavored to keep that Knoll in Northland. I suppose it's okay. Another one coming out, so we have to really think here. 7 pairs 2 Dora, not anything to sneeze at. Okay, that's awkward sauce, right? It's awkward sauce. Because now this hand is trying to make me go not Joker mode, not Pennywise mode, but normal mode. Like, you're looking, even Tanya mode. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Folks, many people are saying this. This is maybe a Tanya banger. Want to stay in the East seat? As emote police, it is our absolute duty to make sure that no annoying emoters go unpunished. Yusong, you sound like you're really chill at parties. Come on, no need to resort to ad hominem attacks. Took one philosophy class in college. It was about Rene Descartes. Now you're like, who the heck is this bozo? Rene Descartes is the guy that was like, I think, therefore I am. Hang on, I don't even want to accept 1. I want to accept 4. I'm okay with keeping this. I think it's such a strong tile. 3, 4, 5 Sanshoku gets open to us if we do this. We lose is acceptancy of the one of characters. I mean, maybe we just should have. Okay, 5, 7. I'm in heaven. Gaming right now. We're doing a lot of good gaming. I want to be able to accept another copy of the Dora, but is that what we really need to be doing right now in terms of tile acceptancy? Pure double sequence also. Oh no, folks, it's going a little off the rails. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a little bit fatigued right now. Seeing the tiles has never been more difficult than it is right meow. Right Lord Cheese with the Dora with a 2, 3, 4. Okay, they're going for a Tanyao banger as well. A crossword opens up their hand. Suddenly this game's blown wide open. 5, 6. That's a nice little tile. Would be a shame if something happened to it. All right, it's fine here. Again, a little bit of a mess in terms of the tiles that we have right now. We still have 2 pairs in our hand. Pretty good starting foundation in Texas Hold'em, right? Could maybe even upgrade to a full house later. Absolutely. Call me Bob Saget the way I'm upgrading to a full house. He's the guy that said, I think, therefore I am. I'm going to be real with you. That entire semester of philosophy, I understood 0% of what anyone was talking about. It was like, if then. But like, I'm going to be real with you. Like, I was very cynical through the whole thing. And I don't mean to disparage any people that are into philosophy. I also think that like well-written analysis of philosophy is genuinely beautiful. To try to seek understanding about what it means to be alive, genuinely beautiful, right? I'm not knocking that at all. But reading like other like half-baked, and I mean that in the Dankaganj sense, reading other people's half-baked analysis of Rene Descartes, you know, I didn't understand anything, and I was so cynical. I was like, y'all are believing this? Like I genuinely, I was so cynical. So I didn't absorb a lot from that class. If you wanted me to talk about Rene Descartes, say one other thing about I think, therefore I am. It's something about like the hashtag conjuring of the self, okay? That's all I got for you. Right, Lord's gonna sumo here. 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku? No. Luckily for us, they don't have it. Tanyao, Dora, we pay out a small dealer penalty. I'm okay with that. We can still get first place, right? We need a banger for sure, but we can still get first place before this game's all said and done. Not the hand that you want to see, but that's okay. Dora is the 8 of bamboo. We can kind of F with an 8 of bamboo. Absolutely, we can. Other classes that I took that I didn't really absorb much from. Hang on, I want to play this one out, right? This hand is strong enough. Genuinely, drawing into that 2, 3, 4 shape kind of pog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 beef, decent enough shapes in our hand. 7 of characters goes hard here. It allows us to open ourselves up. Oh, we're 1 tile away from Tenpai. I would call Riichi on anything right now. If we had discarded a Vivian Westwind at the start of that, this is why you want to be careful. We would have done a 4 initial win, mulligan draw. I'm not okay with that. This is beautiful, folks. If we draw into 7 of characters, right, meow, I'm getting a second win just from seeing this hand. If we draw into a 7 of characters, suddenly Seymour has Riichi Pinfu. It's incredible. Other classes that I absorbed very little from. Took a bowling class, but that class was very, very fun. I had to do 2 gym credits. Bowling was one of them. I definitely absorbed something from bowling, which is that bowling was very, very fun. And honestly, a great stress reliever. Could have accepted the Dora, but it was not right to keep that, I don't think. I don't think it was right to keep that at all. What we don't want to see is a pawn. Unfortunately, Right Lord is becoming a pawn star right now. That's absolutely fine. You got some antique coins for me, huh? I call the Riichi here. Absolutely, I call the Riichi here. Could have waited on a single tile for the 7 of characters. There's 4 of those, and there's 4 of these, right? And guess what? There's 2 of these, okay? I just flipped off the camera. Okay. I'm waiting on a Zuzzy tile. I'm waiting on a terminal tile, that being the 1 of circles. It's incredibly Zuzzy, very legal and very cool. 7 of characters, I think people are going to be more cautious of playing around that. But even just in our own play, there's evidence of if you don't have a safe tile and you want to fold, you're going to want to throw a terminal tile before anything else, right? Right, Lord, we're hoping that they're folding with a 2 and then a 1. Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. But this is good. A lot of 2s coming out might indicate to other people that I'm not waiting with a 2-3, which you're absolutely right. But then you fall victim to my clutches of waiting for the 1 of circles. I liked a lot of my classes. Art history, I didn't really know what was going on either. English classes, I didn't really know what was going on either. Like comparative lit, first of all, pretty comparative lit. Am I right, fellow kids? Sheesh. But you know, I didn't really understand what was going on. I didn't understand what was going on in a lot of my classes, but that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy them. Genuinely. I think for me, and it's arguable about whether or not the money was worth it, right? But for me, what was most valuable as someone who loves writing, right, and loves performing is just being around other intelligent and creative people. I think that was, oh my God, 7 of characters would have come out. Are you joking me? Are you, now there's so many 7s around. Surely someone gets an 8 of characters? Oh, I feel this one, folks. I feel it slipping from my clutches like sand between my fingertips as the tide goes in and tide goes out. See that? Can't say that unless you're an English major. Eat my shorts. Eat my shorts. Now, Left Lord, I feel bad for them because I don't know if they have the luxury necessarily that Lululemon, if you will, to play defensively at a time like this. And now we're in 2nd place. It's not a big lead, right? We only have, you know, literally less than a Riichi stick's worth of points away from 1st place, but I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. And this starting hand is no slouch. We can immediately pawn into the White Dragoons, start the all-you-can pawn in Chi buffet. Absolutely love that for us, bestie. Drawing some great tiles. Cannot deny that we're drawing some good tiles up in this hand. Pretty happy about that. I think just being around smart people was nice. And I do think, like, I don't agree with Aaron Sorkin, okay? Screenwriter of A Few Good Men, of The Social Network, and other stuff about a lot of things. But I do agree with him on this. There's something beautiful to talking. There's something beautiful to speech. And if you are around people who can speak intelligently, it genuinely just tickles my brain in a way that very few things on this earth do. And I mean that, and I mean that. And I think, you know, college maybe academically wasn't a lot, you know, I didn't understand a lot of what was going on. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I was like totally out of my depth or anything like that, but it was more so like I wasn't going on the path of academia, which I think a lot of English majors, like, you probably, I know this now in hindsight, but like you probably want to do that, right? Hang on. 1-1 has been thrown, 1-2 has been thrown. Okay, it's more likely that we draw into a 2 of circles than we do into a 2 of characters. I mean, there's also 4 of characters. I think it's probably equal, but we're 1 tile away from Tenpai, right? If we chi into a 7, that's our nut draw for us. Okay, 6 of characters. It's kind of pog. It's kind of pog rich. I'm not gonna lie to you there. Kind of interesting if we draw into a 5 or a 7. Probably cut the 8 and the 9 of circles after that. But I got to do comedy there. I got to do sketch. I got to do stand up, and well, it was a great learning experience there, just to try to build your voice. And I don't think I've completed it or anything, right? You know, talking about thesis ship, that's you know, that's 100% Yusong. No one else is gonna give you that. But you know, it's a great opportunity to build your voice and get confident. You know. I think that your first few cracks at anything, you're probably going to be like ass mode with it. So just get through them as fast as possible. And I think people sometimes say like, oh yeah, your first few times, you know, writing sketches or doing stand-up is going to be bad. I also think that it's not all going to be bad. You know, it's okay to have pride in the nuggets of gold that you stumble into along the way. And this is, I mean, it's clearly that philosophy class didn't make much sense to me, but clearly I can talk eloquently about my journey and my philosophy about, you know, trying to get out there and be creative and all that jazz. It sucks when you don't have the opportunity, and that genuinely, like, not everyone does. And so I'm not just trying to say like you should be grateful or anything. Absolutely not. I think that the people, you know, it's mostly boomers that are like, you should be grateful. Back in my day, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to do that. I think that that's a really toxic mindset to have, like League of Legends, right? We're in Tenpai now. Good luck across Lord. Chapel Rowan, Chapel Rowan. Good luck, babe. Good luck. May the best / worst / most emotingest Riichi Mahjong player win. I'm not gonna emote there. So if there was a way, that was the most toxic 20 seconds of this video. But if there was a way that I could hide my emote from left lord and just emote at a cross lord, because I didn't want to say hold these L's left lord. It breaks my heart that someone has to come in 4th place every single game. But I wanted to say to a cross lord, hold these L's politely and respectfully. You know what I mean? We're climbing. I deserve to lose. I'm gonna be real. I'm so toxic with it. Karmically, he's not on the right side of history, folks. This is a gosh dang atrocity. Let's go back into the logs. Let's just peep around. I mean, I want to see that last discard because I think you have to be pretty close to Tenpai. Wow, this is so interesting. I wonder what you are going for at the start of this hand. Probably a full flush or something in the circle suit, right? Yeah. But I wonder what changes your mind. Oh my god. But you just don't draw into another circle tile for the rest of the days. Here's the thing. This 5, I don't know why you're keeping it. Ooh. I don't really know why you're keeping such a dangerous tile for so long. I don't know if it would have mattered at the end of the day, but if you're going for full flush, like, you gotta full send. Pardon the pun, but you gotta absolutely full send. Maybe, oh, you're 1 tile away from 7 pairs Tanya. Ah, and you're like, that's probably the best way back into this game. So, that 5 there. Maybe just throw the 1 if you're going for 7 pairs Tanya. 7 pairs Tanya is like, because you need a Hanemon, and you can't use that 1 anyway. So it's probably, in hindsight, the best discard there. But of course, in the heat of the moment, you know, it's understandable that you might not see something like that. So I call the Riichi. You are very, very close to Tenpai, and you have a really solid hand. I actually love not folding here. You have a perfect 2 away? No, but a really solid Tanya hand that could probably call Riichi with something, right? With something? Maybe you just got to go B's to the W. Bibles to the walls here. I do not hate it. I do not hate it, Sam. I am. You can probably get a double-sided weight or something along those lines too. So left lord, oh my god, the 7 pairs enjoyer has logged on. Left lord calls Riichi. You have to throw 4 of bamboo to get out of here. This is Tanya. This is interesting because at this point in the game, you're not even that down in the dumps, right? Is there anything that's safe for you to throw? For you to Henry David Thoreau, brah? I think that the 5 of characters, yeah, 5 of characters is hilariously safe. 2 and the 8 are fine. I don't know if I would have folded here. I know it goes badly for you, which is, you know, spoiler alert. This is Tanya 7 pairs. It's 3 Han. If you sumo, it's 4 Han. Oh man, I can kind of see going for this. If it were me, to pull up the freaking Oracle, it's a if you Riichi, it's no longer a low scoring hand, but it is a bad weight. It is a ready hand, and if you Riichi Tanya 7 pairs, it's 4 Han. I can kind of respect it, but if you Riichi Tanya 7 pairs, like, isn't it like 6,400 or something? And if you want to be a true stat lord about it, the good scoring hand in Dynachiba's opinion is 7,700. Unless I'm mistaken, it's been a while since I've read that chapter of Riichi Book 1. I probably should go back to it. But if you're going strictly on that 7,700 point threshold, maybe 5 of characters is worth getting rid of right here, right? Maybe it's just worth getting rid of right here. It's very tricky to say. And now, what's going on here? I call Riichi. You draw the Dora. Oh, what? What? Oh, you want to go for the flush, maybe. Okay, you want to go for a flush. Right, and you don't want to deal Dora into Ipatsu. And this is just a really bad... Oh, right. I literally just called Riichi here. You have no safe tiles. None pizza, left beef. Yeah, you throw the 3 here. I would have done the absolute same. You can get back into Tenpai so easily for a half flush, and it's a really, really strong hand. So this player didn't even play that bad. It's just like a lot of unlucky scenarios. Maybe folding that 7 pairs is the only arguable thing that could be going on. Now we're talking a few good men, the way we're arguing. Folks, that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoy the song and you enjoy the genre, consider leaving a like and a comment. It helps out the channel a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. New videos every day. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. PST. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord and our VODs channel, in case you can't ever make it live. Until next time, please be kind to yourself and please take care of yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.